Thank you guys for the wait. It is I, your boy and resident tea and coffee shop owner, Teddy Rex Lobo. How's it going, guys? Um, not gonna lie, I got home like about an hour ago, and I didn't have time to eat because I started fixing up the stuff for the stream and everything. So we're gonna take a couple minutes just to eat a bit. Just a couple, just a few, not too many. I'm eating enchiladas. I'm gonna like push my mic a little bit forward. So I'm excited because EXTELLA has been a really fun game, and so far I've only played through the Nero and Tamamo stories, so I'm really excited to play through the final story. Like, I played through the Nero story twice, once off stream before I was streaming, and then the second time with you guys on stream. So I experienced the Tamamo story along with you guys. And I think the final story is gonna be Altera. Pretty sure anyway. The tortillas and the enchilada are falling apart. Food is good though. Good food. Yes, good food. I actually like this little change in schedule. Cause like I'm gone for like most of the day. And then I come back at night. Then I just chill. Streaming and stuff. Which is very fun. I'm just checking to make sure the game is working properly. Because the other night on Monday, I think, I was streaming BioShock, and I was trying to finish the game that night, but I had a lot of difficulties with Streamlabs for whatever reason. I just wasn't reading it. Like, the Xbox kept like, it was just weird, and I was like, how are you gonna do this to me? I was like, man, I'm just trying to like I'm just trying to finish this game because the game has broken me, and I don't want to like waste my time playing the game like even more, you know? Damn, I still have a lot of the event scenes to get through. Alright, but we're almost done with our food, so we'll get to playing soon. What the dog doing? Food is done. And in the famous words of my homeboy, I'm done. So, let's jump on over to the screen. I was checking out the tracks and stuff. Hope I'll call you coolest, not too generic track. I can't let them play for too long because I got copy claimed a little bit ago because of the some of the music in this game. I mean, it was just that portion of the game was just muted, which sucks because it was mostly me like at that point it was mostly me just like praising the game for its amazing visuals and the beautiful choreography for the animation and the how beautiful the music was and everything. So I was just kind of bummed out that I was just like, man, I said all these good things about your game and you still muted that portion. At that point I was just like, man, SMH my head. But now I wonder, since they no longer, alright, I forgot to do that. Since they no longer need me, what they doing? Cool. Because it's not like I make any money off of these streams, it's just me playing streams. There's still so many I need to get. I need to get almost all of them. Something with those. I think anything B rank and lower I have already. Yeah, B rank and lower I have. Alright. Let's just get Philip DeFranco, jump right into it now. Story of Saber. The Dawn Arc. Compendium Dawn. Let's review the facts, the scholar said to me. Earth scientists have hypothesized so-called parallel worlds, other versions of Earth and its surroundings, expanding indefinitely like mirrored reflections. If true, that would mean that Earth has not only one future, but many. In other words, think of it like this. The you that you are aware of exists somewhere upon this timeline. It might sound unreal. Humans aren't equipped to perceive, let alone traverse, the walls between worlds. But what if I put it another way? Think of these parallel worlds as other possibilities. Imagine what might have been in your life. Think of the connections that were cut off and thrown away. Options you see now, in retrospect, that you never would have considered at the time. Picture how your life today might be different had those what-ifs come to pass. All those variant futures in everyone's lives make up the vast array of parallel worlds. Your actions, those of the you in the present moment on this particular timeline, can change the world in any number of ways. That proves such possibilities are alive, and that your world exists on the proper axis. Conversely, a world where the future cannot be changed, regardless of your choices, can have no parallel worlds. Such a world is nothing but a dead end, solitary and singular, with a past as immutable as its future. This is a necessary evil, a byproduct of the way parallel worlds are structured together. After all, a world where humanity made radically different choices would bear very little resemblance to the world you know. Some worlds may have crumbled by making all the worst choices. Others may have made all the right choices and rocketed ahead, perhaps too far ahead. In either case, the world can no longer be said to resemble ours, and once a world moves out of sync, it is no longer parallel. Why would those worlds become solitary, you ask? Could the people in those worlds still not make different choices? Unfortunately, no. This dimension contains a finite amount of energy, and has none to spare for creating new worlds from the worlds gone so far astray. If parallel worlds continue to increase in this manner, their number would eventually exceed the capacity of this dimension. Parallel worlds must exist, but in a manageable quantity. By my own rough calculations, and judging by the civilization of Earth alone, the solar system would collapse within 100 years if the parallel worlds expanded without limits. Seeing as how we do in fact live and multiply, the solar system is clearly not oversaturated with possibilities at this time. I extrapolate that this dimension can sustain our existence for the next 100 million years. The system works thusly. At regular intervals, the dimension takes stock of the possibilities it contains, and only allows certain outcomes, those that would not cause undue difficulty in managing the next generation, to remain. As for the unneeded parallel worlds, the system closes off their futures. Specifically, every 100 years. It calculates how many worlds will last another 100 years, and supports those worlds only. Have you heard of the law of conservation of mass? This could be called the law of conservation of events. And so the civilizations in these numerous parallel worlds line up with one another. Think of it all as a giant tree. Only the trunk at the center can grow tall. The branches may bear fruit, but eventually they reach their limit and fall without reaching the future. You understand, yes? There are no parallel worlds for a world that has evolved too fast or crumbled too quickly. Such worlds are merely dead ends whose outcomes are predetermined. And so, there is a set time frame in which these branches are trimmed. Extra possibilities are removed, and future histories, once fluid, turn to stone. The mages of the old world called this time frame the foundation of humanity. Such laws apply to the moon cell as well. The moon cell is a self-updating observatory which continues to record every incident and possibility on Earth. You could say it makes the same observations on parallel worlds. It's all quite vexing. But in any case, the so-called foundation of humanity governs the moon, just as it does the Earth, tracking the various spiritron worlds and determining where the futures will come to an end. Once one passes that event horizon, there is no turning back, nor turning aside. Any lingering ifs become might have beens. It is the work of a great invisible hand, no, of a God's invisible hammer. I have named this point in time the quantum time lock, the event compilation set by an absolute observer. In other words, a time loop. I vaguely remember being there for that long lecture. I passed through a deep, deep darkness for so long, I felt my consciousness fade. To the end of Seraph, and then I set foot into the forbidden territories, where even the light of the moon cell could not reach. Hey, we're back. The Zero Dark. Nice. In other words, he's thanking me for existing. Toss me in, Archimedes. Whoops. The regalia. I understand. Leave it to me. Let's go. I nod in agreement, and I look up at the wall again. It's huge. Seraph has its giant structures, but it's still rare to see anything on this scale. The bizarre architecture gives me the impression of a prison, capable of holding tens of thousands of prisoners. I feel an urge to touch the wall. It's hard as diamond, but smooth as silk. Normally, Seraph only builds objects out of the same materials found on Earth. The touch alone tells me this stone came from somewhere else. There's no doubt this belongs to an invader, something from beyond Earth, made from pseudo-spiritrons. Just as Archimedes said, it's an external threat. I'm afraid anyone would be. Inside this place sleeps a monster who nearly destroyed both the Earth and the Moon, and now they expect me, one lone wizard, to defeat it. If only Saber were here. That's also true, yeah. Jesus. And yet we failed. What was that?
中にいる怪物の寝息でしょう。やれやれ。全く
やれやれだぜ。
この上ない。
やれやれだぜ。
ですが、これで私の正しさは証明されました。私とあなただけなら敵に気づかれない。寝首をかくにはもってこいです。
Why don't we have Archimedes and FGO?
この亀裂から侵入しましょう。物音を立てないよう細心の注意を払ってよろしいですね。
Indeed. Indeed, indeed, indeed. Alright, alright,
時
alright.
間と空間があやふやですね。焼けた飴のようだ。ここは限りなく広いようで限りなく狭い構造なのでしょう。捕食優勢ベルバーは
Man.
1万4000年前この太陽系に現れました。それがこの
Archimedes is 100% a rat bastard.
優勢はかけらとなって月の裏側に刺さり、物理的にムーンセルの内部に食い込んでしまった。内部からのハッキングです。
Hacked.
かけらはムーンセルのネットワークに接触し、このように疑似量子の世界に自分の領域を作った。ムーンセルは侵食してきた優勢のかけらをネットワークから遮断、光の届かない未明領域とすることで侵食を食い止めた。しかしそれが限界でした。ムーンセルはムーンセルを守れても地上までは守ることができなかった。
Oh.
優勢はムーンセル内のリソースを利用し、地上に自分のデータを送り、マテリアルボディを構築した。それが1万4000年前に地上を滅ぼした白い巨人、セファールと呼ばれるアンチセルです。この先にいるのはその本体。文明を破壊するためだけに生まれた
We're getting a bunch of info this time around that we didn't get in the other two
いいですね。
routes.
くれぐれも用心し、気を許さないように。セラフを守り、オノがサーバントのもとに無事に帰りたいのなら、決してためらわないことです。
No blood, no bone, no ash. I gasp at the unexpected view. Beyond the darkness is not some alien hellscape, but an old cave. It wouldn't be out of place anywhere else in Seraph.
惑わされないように。これは地球の風景を再現しただけのもの。優勢の本質ではありません。
A facsimile.
あなたの気持ちは理解できますよ。私も意外すぎて目を疑ったものです。
I like how Archimedes talks as if he's like the smartest person in the entire world.
まさかこんな金銀財宝に埋もれた部屋に封じられているなんて。
Treasure. Gold. The floor of the cave is buried in it. A vast, endless mountain of coins, clinking and falling as we walk. Whoops, pressed the wrong button. The shining hoard reflects the light that streams in from the ceiling, softly illuminating the room. Amidst all the treasure is a giant altar. I've heard rumors of a Mayan temple somewhere underground on Earth, and this cave definitely reminds me of it. Some lost world relic. But I don't see any sign of the enemy. The altar seems like the most likely place to look.
静かに。音を立てて歩かないで。敵はもう目の前だと言ったでしょう。気をつけるのです。
The enemy's already in front of us. Ho ho ho. No, it can't be. As my eyes lift slowly upwards, I try to breathe as quietly as I can. There. Giant woman! Giant woman! A titan with white hair and dark skin is sleeping on top of the altar. Beautiful. Look at her. I literally can't believe my eyes. It's not that I'm terrified. It doesn't even feel frightening at all. It's just... I'm not used to seeing anything that huge. And my perception can't keep up. That scared you? Imagine if that was you in that room, and then you just look up and you see a giant woman. I've seen a number of strange or giant weapons before in the past. I know I've seen things much more terrible than what's in front of me now. But even so, none of it compares. The impact of seeing it slams through my head and leaves me paralyzed. In some distant, abstract way, I'm ashamed of myself. Humans can accept the existence of all kinds of other creatures, but the idea of a greater, grander human feels like a threat to our very existence. Archimedes is pooping his pants. Oh man, I wish I was able to find a chibi take its head off. As hard as I'm shaking right now, I can barely hear Archimedes screaming at me. I'm in awe. The same awe most people must have felt when they saw their gods in ancient times. I've almost forgotten how to breathe. But I can't freeze up forever. This is it, right in front of me. The vanguard of the Umbral star itself. A destroyer of the earth and the moon. I come to my senses and... strike or hold back. Strike or hold back. Hold back? No, I shouldn't do it. I can't quite explain why, but killing it like this feels wrong. Imagine if they sneezed. I know, right? The ground shakes, the mountain rises. Her movements are so dignified and graceful that I can still barely believe what I'm seeing. The cave's atmosphere changes. I can feel a blackness eating away at my heart. I can feel myself being crushed under terrible lies. My eyes are working, but I feel like I've just gone blind. Whatever it is, it's enormous, and I can't take it all in at once. This itself is a piece of the Umbral Star. The Earth-ravaging Titan. The absolute threat to humanity. And it's waking up. And it knows we're here. Dare? She has to know I'm an intruder, but her words are calm and articulate. Man, your screaming is only gonna agitate Altera more, Archimedes. For someone who claims to be so smart, that's pretty stupid of you. Archimedes' repeated warnings echo in my head, but... is she really a monster? I can't hurt her. There's no way. I don't feel any hostility from her. No intent to kill. The Titan, Seraph, as Archimedes called her, doesn't seem to want to hurt us at all. In fact, it's just the opposite. I feel embarrassed that we came to kill her just because of her size. She's trying to be considerate towards us. She's keeping her movements as slight as possible in order not to scare us, and she's waiting for us to make a move. In other words, now's the time to talk with her.
な、何を言っているのです。あなたはムーンセルの代理人、レガリアを授かったセラフの開拓者だ。確かに恐れるのも当然でしょう。相手はただ人型をしただけの人間とは異なる異形なのですから。
Man, I feel like if I were in that position, I would have just told Archimedes to shut up already.
だが倒すしかない。囚われた我々が自由を得るにはそれしかない。あなたがあれを倒すしかない。だってそうでしょう。そのためのレガリア、そのためのムーンセルなのだから。
レガリア、そう、ムーンセルは自閉を選んだのですね。当然の選択とはいえ、芸のないこと。
Actually, can I find a Chibi Altera PNG right now?
となると、そうか、私と戦うというのか、お前は。そのために我が寝台に忍び込んだのだな。
The Titan's eyes fill with hostility. Her consideration is gone. I can see she's a true warrior, and I'm not. Now that she's identified a threat, I know she'll show no mercy.
愚かすぎます。アリが人間に挑むどころの話ではありません。アリ、まったく相変わらず人間は無駄なことだけが好きなのですね。
She shows no hesitation. She turns half her body one way, but that's just misdirection. Then she reaches down with a ridiculously giant hand and grabs me with the force of an avalanche. It's impossible to dodge. This isn't even a battle. She just grabs me and squeezes all the air out of my lungs, clamping me between her fingers. I feel her raising me high off the floor. I try to resist, but I can't move a single muscle. My body creaks and cracks in protest. Am I really going to be squeezed to death?
なんというあっけなさ。素晴らしい、実に素晴らしい。
おい、Archimedes。
素晴らしいぞセファール。予想通りとはいえ、ここまで簡単に済むとはな。痛快なことこの上ない。万が一のためにと身構えてはいたが、一撃であっさり終わって何よりだ。
おい、Archimedes。
そしてお疲れ様。ごきげんよう、愚かな神王よ。ムーンセルも判断を誤ったな。
I told you, I never trust Archimedes. Archimedes has been a rat bastard from the very beginning. I can hear Archimedes' voice. What is he saying?
まだ分かっていないのか。要はあれですよ。あなたは疑うことなく私に騙され、ここにおびき出されたのです。
I suspected everything. What are you talking about?
私欲にふける人間であれば誰も信用しなかっただろうからね。最後の教訓だ。覚えておくといい。悪人は世界を壊さない。ただ乱すだけだ。では壊すとしたらそれは誰か。無論言うまでもないことさ。いつだってお前のような善人が世界の根底を台無しにしてしまうのだから。
だから
さて、 状況は把握できているな、セファール。レガリアはまさにお前の手の中だ。サーバントでは破壊できないが、アンチセルであるお前なら破壊はたやすかろう。レガリアを破壊せよ。ムーンセルの機能をダウンさせ、ベルバーを呼び寄せる時が来た。
ベルバーを呼び寄せる。ムーンセル側のサーバントではないな。何者か。なぜこの人間を裏切った？
Yes, why did you betray this human?
そんなことに関心を持つ。
何？
破壊だけが鳥への巨神と聞いたが、余分
Superfluous
かつ不
function.
要な機能だ。まあいいでしょう。私はアルキメです。ムーンセルの元システム管理者ですよ。今はあなたと同じ優勢の到来を望む者、ベルバー側のサーバントに過ぎません。この体を見ればわかるでしょう。
On site?
あなたと同じく優勢に体を預けているのですから。
Archimedes is Velber's servant? How could this happen? I know I'm not that smart, but I wouldn't have thought he was playing me for a fool. No, now's not the time to be angry at myself. I just have to get out of here. If I die now like this, I'll never be able to show my face around Saber or the others again.
無駄なことを。それ以上あがいても苦しみが続くだけだとわからないのですか？
わからないのですよ、人間というものは。あらゆる断りを手にしていながら希望だの奇跡だのといった感情で目を背けるのですからね。まあそれも愚者にはふさわしい結末だがね。いいぞセファール、その不純物をレガリアともども握りつぶすがいい。
そうだな。レガリア所持者を生かしておく理由はない。私はムーンセルを破壊するのだから。
Interesting. It's no use. I can't escape. I can't move an inch. It's as if the entire world is pressing against me. In another few seconds, I'll be ground meat. It's hopeless. Will I die just as Archimedes planned? It's terrifying, obviously, but it's also infuriating. I feel like some sort of big, important chance is being taken away from me. That's it. This is wrong. It's not supposed to end here. I think back to when I first walked in here and saw her. If Archimedes hadn't interfered, this whole encounter could have gone very differently. I think that has to mean something. I access the regalia. I search for a way to break out of this situation. I find one in a fraction of a second. A physical body cannot be transferred out of this territory, but the mind and soul can be split up and transferred away. This is reckless. It's basically certain death. It might not save me, but at least I'll be out of here. It's almost a kind of suicide. But all I want to do right now is disappear. I don't care. It's not like I have any other choice. Well, this isn't the first time I've been this desperate, and hopefully it won't be the last.
リアによる転移だと。だがここは未明領域、転移はできない。
Watch me.
できるとしたらそれはレガリアだけだ。所持者は決して。待て。待て待て待て。そんな手を本気でやるというのか、あの娘は。
Yes, I would.
私の石室からログアウトしたものが2つ。一体何が？
You've been outplayed. That's what happened.
ありえない。なんということだ。自暴自棄にも程がある。レガリアごと自分を3つに分けるだと。
自身をレガリアごと3つに。それはだな。なんという無茶を。
貴様がグズグズしていたからだ、セバー。なぜすぐに殺さなかった。あれは私たちの敵だったのに。
それは違う。私にあの人間を殺す気はなかった。
Ooh.
何？
Nani?
確かにレガリア所持者を生かしておく理由はない。だが殺さない理由はできた。あの少女は私に敵意を向けなかった。その礼を返さず殺しはしない。あの少女は私のものにする。私の許しなくして触れることはできないと知れ。
We're under Mommy Altera's protection. Literally.
なんだと。貴様、それでも優勢の先兵か。図体ばかりがその思考の鈍いのか。
You can call her slow all you want, man.
貴様は白い巨人、優勢の涙だろう。ベルバーを
But
招くという
Altera
使
is
命は。
smart. Whoa. I did it. Should be Altera.
やかましいな。貴様。
She will be joining me for the rest of the
使
stream.
命は遂行する。私はムーンセルを征服し、地上を破壊する。その結果としてベルバーは来訪する。私の役割、存在には何もたがえていない。だが、お前は
You displease me.
アルキメデス。
Ooh, you have drawn her ire. She looked at him, killed him.
次
Based.
は加減はしない。二度と私の前に現れるな。
なんていう名を。貴様も通りのわからぬバカ者か。まあいいさ。なんであれ貴様は優勢には逆らえない。貴様は貴様の思惑でムーンセルを落とすがいい。
But bring it down.
私は私のやり方でムーンセルを落とす。貴様はこの牢獄の中でその抜け殻を守っていろ。
I'm in a huge room, a sealed pit, like a temple, or an underwater cave, or a prison. Why am I here? I don't know where I am, or what happened to me, or even who I am at all. My back hurts. I can hardly breathe. I can't even move my body. My name. I do know my own name. But even now, there's something my entire being is trying to tell me. I need to run. I need to get out. I don't need to know what's going on. I need to go now and figure it out later. A Titan? I gasp as I try to understand. I don't understand. Of course I don't. This is a dream. That's why my head feels so light. Anything can happen right now. But if I close my eyes, I'm sure I'll wake right up. Oh god, this is no dream. Or Titan! Running through the sea of gold coins is hard enough. But no matter how far I run, the exit doesn't get any closer. This space has been altered somehow. I'll never reach that exit, and I know it. If it were possible to leave, then the Titan already would have. Altera is so pure, man. Her giant hand swoops down toward me. I remember an old fairy tale about a boy who climbed a beanstalk into the sky. He found a giant's house there and was caught by the giant himself. No, I can't escape. She's got me. The giant has me right in the palm of her hand. I can still breathe, but I can't move. She's going to kill me. I know it. A long moment passes in total silence. Then I dare to open one eye. I look into her eyes, and I see not a cold-blooded monster, but a being with reason and a heart. On a side note, how did the story of the boy and the giant end again? I fall back on her hand and shake my head to show that she didn't hurt me at all. The Titan lets out a sigh of relief. Oshiete kudasaimasu ka? Awakening on thin ice. Mermerum, city of lost destiny. The question is so surprising that I jerk involuntarily. Iris, I tell her. My name. The only 2 words that I own for myself. I try not to look away as I say them. Bless. Her smile shows a mix of shyness and humility. I feel dizzy and I almost fall out of her hand. A moment ago she looked like a mountain of death, but now... How can she seem so beautiful now? I'd expect those red eyes to be full of menace, but instead they look more like the eyes of a benevolent goddess. Wait, hold on. Am I thinking straight? Wasn't I running away in Mortal Tarot just a minute ago? It's not like I've forgotten that, but... Well, for one thing, I don't even know why she grabbed me in the first place. I'm wounded in the right here. Pointing at the heart, but the model can't pick that up. Memories? Now that she reminds me, I can't remember much of anything. Not even where I came from. What is this cave anyway? What am I doing here? Bigger question. Who am I? I have no idea. None at all. My memories are completely blank. Well, she's right about all of that. All I know is that I'm here with the name Iris and a digital body, staring up at a giant woman. Wait, digital body? Right, because this is Seraph on the moon. I'm a wizard. That's why I have this body. Or at least that's why I should. I fought in the Holy Grail War as a Spiritron hacker. I was one of the masters who strived for the moon cell. I made a contract with a servant who fought for me. Okay, if I can remember that much, what else can I remember? Who was my servant? That, to my dismay, I can't remember at all. I remember we fought all kinds of battles together, and... What the hell? Moving freely, now I jump straight down. There's something I need to do. Ouch. Yeah, right? I don't remember. Wait, hold on. This music. That's Bathory Elizabeth. Are we gonna run into Elizabeth Bathory right now? There's something I need to do. I don't remember why, but I know I have a duty, and the drive to do it is burning in my chest. Protect Seraph. The words ring through my mind like a bell. But who needs to escape? I can't properly answer that. Even if I opened my mouth right now, all I'd be able to tell her is the truth. Or as little as I understand of it. I have to escape. Even if I don't know where I am or what's going on, I feel in my gut that I can't obey her. I have to go against her. That's right. It's like that purpose has been burned into my heart. Angry face. What is she talking about? I know this much. With her, any mistake I make could be my last. She's obviously more dangerous than any other servant, but... is there more to her than that? What am I not seeing? What have I forgotten? I know I've forgotten something. Right, so what I need to do now is stay calm. I have to keep my head down, keep my eyes and ears open, gather all the information I can and figure out what's happening. I bow my head and close my mouth tight as I look the Titan over. Despite her overwhelming size, she has a very feminine, almost delicate appearance. If I'd start talking again, she might listen. So the first thing I say to her is... could we be allies? Ooh.
私の目的はセラフの侵略、月の聖杯たるムーンセルの完全なる支配、そして同時に星の全文明の破壊と吸収。
Then do it.
地球の時間基準で言えばおよそ14000年ごとの周期で訪れる侵略者。空の彼方からやってきた 優勢の位置、生命にとっての敵であり、文明にとっての破壊者。それが私です。いつか誰かがセファールと呼んだ白い巨人。
Apagarlo. Yes. It almost worked. What she said sounds believable, but I know it's the truth. Unbelievable, but I know it's the truth. Not because she triggered some other memory of mine, but because her voice and her expression convinced me beyond any doubt. A monster with the power and the bearing of a goddess. And she's declared war on humanity. She said so herself.
勇敢ですね。そんなに怯えているのに、私に飲まれまいと奮い立って。さすがはムーンセルに選ばれた人間というところでしょうか。そんなもの、抵抗にすら見えません。あなたに自由はないのです。この通り、私のマスターなのですから。
Whoa.
言ったでしょ。あなたはもう虜になってしまったのです。サーバントとマスターのことはわかりますね。契約を結んだ魔術師と英霊。
Wonder why Battery Elizabeth
英
was
霊とはい
playing.
ささか異なるものですが、工事の電脳体として契約はできます。あなたは私の虜、つまり私のマスターになった。
Ooh. Master. That doesn't sound right. Masters are supposed to give orders to the servants, not the other way around. This is all wrong.
ああ、そうですね。確かにあなたの言う通り、ムーンセルの仕組みを利用したものですから多少私たちの関係とは違いますね。あべこべです。ともかくあなたはマスターです。私とつながり、私からは逃れられない存在。
Capital P. Damn.
ちょうどそう、私には必要だったのです。石室から出られないこの身に代わってセラフを巡るものが。
Can't leave, she says. I can relate to that. But wait, she wants me to roam Seraph without her?
ええ、言った通りです。あなたに嘘を述べはしません。私の虜なのですか
She's
ら。
got a point there.
偽る理由がないでしょ。それでどうでしょう。私のお願い聞いてくださいますか。
A wish, is it? I wonder if I have a choice. Can I say no?
断れるのですか、この状況で。
Oh, she's so pure, I love her.
そうですね。断っても構いません。その時は私に逆らったということですから。手荒な真似をしてもいいということですもの。
A shiver runs up my spine. She's still calm and civil, but she's also well beyond deadly. I'd better not betray her right now.
ああ、これは警告の単位を示すものです。
Man, that's a great alarm. I'd like to have that alarm.
敵兵を自動察知。誰かがこの未明領域へ向かってきているようです。敵の進軍ですね。敵はおそらくムーンセルに召喚されたトップサーバーが世界を維持するために私を殺そうとする敵です。
Maintain the world border.
先ほどの質問は意味がなくなりました。私のマスター、早速出番ですね。私の代わりに外へ赴き、トップサーバントと戦ってくれるのなら一時的に檻から出してあげられます。どうされますか。
Let me out and I'll fight
あ
for
り
you.
がとうございます。そう言ってくれると思っていました。
Agreeing with her seems to be the best strategy for now. It might be the only way out of this cavern, so I'm not along. Escape is still my #1 priority, but I'll have to make it a long-term goal. Did I miss something? Nope. Missed that?
いってらっしゃいませ。あなたならきっと大丈夫だと思いますが、相手はトップサーバントとして選出された強力な英霊です。くれぐれもお気をつけてくださいね。
Huh. Ha, no one's here. I wasn't sure I could ever escape. I certainly didn't think it would be this easy. But what was she thinking when she let me leave? Did she really need me to go fight for her? Was she counting on me to listen to her without any way to force me to keep my promise? Well, I'll have plenty of time to think about that once I get out of here. I need to find someplace quiet and sort out what's been happening. Cool. Ouch. Altera's in front of me. She's the size of a normal human now, but it's still definitely her. Same smooth skin, same bright hair and clothes. She'd said she couldn't go outside. I don't think she was lying, but then the woman in front of me is... Honestly, I have no idea. There she is. Looking just like the bigger Altera I left behind. I failed to escape. I know that much. The main body's dreams. Separate aspects. Separate but equal. Awful. I hate that. I don't quite get it, but I'll take her at her word. I'll call her Altera too then. I like the smaller you better. You're cute. I don't know how it works exactly, but the Titan in the cavern must be the main body. They look the same, except for their scale, but if I had to pick one as the most beautiful, I'd have to go with the shorter one. Is that why everyone I've ever dated is shorter than me by like a foot? So if the two of them are the same person... Okay, let's make this easier. I'll call this one in front of me Hero Altera, and the one in the cave Titan Altera. Let's see what she thinks about that. Give her what? I can't think of anything right now. All I have is my life and this digital body. UBO. Oh, Altera's sword is the 3 colors of the regalia. She can't threaten me into giving her what I don't have. But as soon as I try to tell her that, I remember. I have my body, my life, and this ring on my left hand. Is this some sort of mystic code? No, it isn't. It looks like one, but it's far more powerful. Should I hand it over to someone like her? I'd love to take more time and think that over, but I really don't have the time right now. Oh, so I'm proposing to her now. These are the wedding vows. It's a strange feeling. I imagine this is how a knight might feel when stripped of his sword and rank. Actually, it's almost like I'm taking her into holy matrimony. Yeah, baby! Altera wedding! Let's go! Based, dark-skinned waifus. You are now my bride. Yes, we are married. We got married to Altera successfully. The ring to rule Seraph, the Mooncell's royal authority. Did I just hand the enemy something unthinkable? On top of that, the command seals. What I just did can't ever be taken back. Damn. She got us. Hey, I mean, I'm not complaining. After the battle. Nice. Code cast. I wouldn't complain being her prisoner forever. Complete the regime matrix. Oh, okay. Ah, where's the plant? There it is. Ooh. There should be another aggressor. Oh, I killed the two aggressors over here. Woo. Ooh. Where's the Where's the other aggressor at? Oh, there it is. Active enemy invasion. I just need to take this one first. There we go. Woo. I like the way her sword swings. Boom. Oh god. Let's go. I've taken the sector. Okay. Now we move on to the other sector. Another plant? Yo, let's go! Gotta take out the plant first, and then we can move on to everything else. Oh, base. Ugh. There you are. Blasted. Absolutely demolished. Virgin Matrix completed. Territorial victory. Nice. boss servant has appeared. Nice.
あの男の元へ向かう。邪魔をする者は破壊するのみ。髪がなびくよ。この領域は蹂躙し尽くした。あとは敵将を撃つのみだ。油断は
Let's
しない。
go. I want to have a total control over the, over all the territories. Ooh. 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 Top servants are capable of controlling enemy programs, probably because the moon cell allows them to. There are more of them here than I'd expect. Enemy programs, attack programs to put it more precisely, coded by the moon cell. They attack enemy targets automatically. A normal wizard would have controlling even one, but here there's an army of them. And Hero Altera destroys one after another with her calm, cold precision. She's like a fighting machine, reaping through her enemies without hesitation or remorse. Knowing she aims to destroy the world, I wasn't planning on helping her with my code casts. But I guess that's a moot point, since she clearly doesn't need them. God, she's so cool. It's all I need to be good for. No, baby girl. Indeed. It's Belmont Banderas. Sasugari.
いくらなんでも壊しすぎだろう。もう少しこう情緒というものは持てんのか。征服王、マケドニアのスカンダルか。
Macedonia.
ようこそが征服王。他にこの2つの持つ者はおるまいよ。
Dog. What the dog doing?
つわものどもよりイスカンダルと呼ばれし男も世の他にはおるまい。それでそういうお前さんは何者だ。
アルテラ。
Simply Altera.
さて機関なだな。これほどの力量であれば思い当たる剣士も 2,3 出てこようものだが。
But
とんと心当たりがない。貴様、もしや正体隠しの特技でも持っているか。いや、黒い霧はまとってはいないか。
he's so relaxed even as he chats with us on the battlefield. We haven't yet experienced the depths of his mana or the power of his noble phantasm, but it's already clear that he's a great hero. This is the top servant who is meant to save Seraph. A great hero summoned to defeat Altera. It's Altera the Hun.
世はセラフの異常を修正するために召喚された。巨神とやらを破壊するのが目的だ。見る限り、お前さんは巨神というには小柄だな。大層な宝具を有してはいるが。さっきは言ったが、
Ooh.
悪いことは言わん。世の道から引いておけ。
断る。
だが断る。だが断る。
そりゃ押し通るほかあるまい。回り道はしないし。
Never make detours. Damn.
ならばそうしろ。征服を。
Safe cool.
やれやれ。久方ぶりの限界だ。少しは世の話に付き合おうとは思わんものか。貴様のやってるそれはな、蹂躙でもなし、さりとて制覇でもない。そんな
It's
いや、どうにも込み入った事情がありそうだ。子供の感触であれば少年から叩き直そうとも思ったが、これは世の手に負えんと見た。貴様のあり方をとやかく言う資格もなければ義務もない。人生相談なんぞ柄でもないしな。
give me the life advice. I need life advice.
あとはこれしかあるまい。話してわからん相手ならば方向を交える。アルテラ
Then I'll understand.
いざ尋常に勝負。その目で見るがよい。これぞ征服王が道。遥かなる蹂躙制覇なり。
Ruin say hanare.
いさおしを得るのはどちらかな。
お前と話す気はない。ここで破壊する。
Man, which one was it? That's what it was.
好きだらけの背中よな。すでに気持ちが負けておるわ。
その文明を破壊する。全てを消し去ろう。まだ足りない。全てを私の足で
Take over complete.
骨があるではないか。どれ、もう少し殴り合うか。
この領域は蹂躙し尽くした。あとは敵将を撃つのみだ。油断はしない。
たまらんの。勇者との戦いとはこうでなくてはな。
戦闘再開する。
Woo. Oh, oh, oh.
振り落とされマルスエフェクト。
Face the wrath of my noble phantasm.
発射まで2秒。ディアードロップ。
Photon ray. And now, it's over.
遠征であった。しくじったわ。我が波動をここについえるか。
And that, my friends, is how you do. Oh, that is such a cute pose. Nice. Nice. Nice.
「お前の考えなど私は意に介さない。これが結果だ。
Damn.
たとえ手を抜いて
She's so cool.
お前は間違いなく私に敗北した。征服を
I need to really level up my Altera in Fate Grand Order. She's still only at level 10. Compared to Iskander's passion, Altera is completely mechanical. Her thoughts are as clear as her body is fierce. Without any regard for her own life, without a spark of warmth, Altera fights like an avalanche, and she wins.
最強の者に後を継がせろ。それが貴様の遺言だったな。大王。その言葉を使わせてもらおう。 最強の者に従うがいい。
Damn, that's a flex.
それを持ち出されてはグーの音も出ん。よかろう。負けは負けだ。貴様に従おうではないか。
He gave up so
ライダ
easily.
ーイスカンダルはこれよりひとときアルテラなる白き英霊の軍門に下るとする。世の力存分に使ってみるがいい。無論使いこなせるものであればな。
I don't remember ever feeling this kind of ecstatic excitement before. It must be coming from him. If he has his own agenda, he admitted his loss right away. Even if he has his own agenda. King of Conquerors, Iskander. I don't think we've ever met, but I know his name. He was one of the greatest kings in the world. He commanded many ferocious warriors and heroes. I see him standing there with his fearless grin, and I feel his magnetism radiate off of him.
使いこなす必要はない。私の作る破壊の道をお前にもたどってもらう。
Damn.
これより後の戦いこそがお前にとって最後の戦いになるだろう。
Iskander be like, don't threaten me with a good
私の
time.
運命は終わりを告げる。故に最後だ。
But what will that mean for Altera herself? She's the polar opposite of the King of Conquerors. A cold, calculating destroyer. You've defeated the protector of the world. Will you ever be anything but my enemy? Asking the real philosophical questions. Walk, 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 walk.
ご苦労だった。お前からの援護の一つもなかったが、マスターとしては十分役に立った。相応に疲労しているだろう。ゆっくりと休め。無論あちらでだが。
Damn. After winning the battle, we're welcomed back home with empty silence. It couldn't hurt for Altera to gather her new recruits in this room. Specifically, could she maybe call the King of Conquerors in here?
無駄に控えさせるつもりはない。かの王が戦う時が来れば、その時に招集する。ここは未明領域だ。私と私のマスターであるお前しか居続けることはできない。
That makes sense. If this is the Umbral Star's territory, it would be hard for even a top servant to keep materializing here. After all, this place belongs to the world's greatest enemy. So Altera has no friends in battle.
なんだ。私に言いたいことがあるなら言ってみろ。
No, ma'am, I do not.
なら石室へ戻れ。必要が来ればまた出陣になる。魔力の回復もお前の重要な役目だ。いいな、マスター。
Prisoner. Prisoner or not, I am her master. I can channel mana and use command seals. Even if it's not exactly the same in her case, the principles are similar. So maybe there's something I can do for the world. Not necessarily something heroic per se, but
おかえりなさい、私のマスター。無事に戻ってくれましたね。
yes, I am safe. Thank you for caring about me.
たくさん魔力を使わせてしまって。戦う時はいつも全力ですから、あなたには時にきつい思いをさせてしまうかもしれません。
She's so thoughtful.
でもどうかご安心を。魔力すべてを吸い尽くしてしまったりはしません。外の私は少し怖かったかもしれないけれど、優しくしますから。 そういう風に気をつけますね。
It was like a mount of Gatmoe. I didn't realize I was holding the X button. Her choice of words makes it sound like they're two different people. Everything about Hero Altera, especially in battle, is the opposite of her. Her expressions, her body language, even her tone of voice. But they both have the same divine look to them, even in those same red eyes. Her gentle manner stirs something inside of me, some small, hesitant feeling. Even though I know she's an enemy monster, maybe she and I should talk more. But the bits and pieces of my memory are warning me, saying I should fight, be suspicious of her, be afraid of her, fulfill my duty. If I really have become her master, I should try to control and subdue her any way I can. No, that would be wrong. No, I'll hold off. Even if she does call herself the enemy, and even if she did just defeat one of the world's greatest protectors, whichever Altera she is, I can still talk to her. Even Hero Altera, as much as she acts like a killing machine, she has feelings, I think.
どうかされましたか？あ、もしかして疲れてしまってます？それなら宝具あまり使わないようにしないといけませんね。
See? We can talk like this. We can share our ideas and our opinions and our feelings. Then maybe...
ごめんなさい。これに入れちゃいますね。少しは回復の効果もあるはずですから。
Cage.
ちょこんとして可愛いですね。
No, you.
念のために言っておきますね。もうあなたには必要ないかもしれませんが、すれ違いは悲しいですから。私のマスター、私の虜。あなたにはこれからも今日のように外で戦ってもらいます。もちろんもう一人の私と一緒です。決して逆らわないでください。逆らったらあなたの電脳体を。私は通常の英霊とはあり方が異なる。仮にマスターを失ってもいくらか体力を多く消費するだけで。
Ooh, she brought out the Onesan voice. It looks like I should forget everything I know about how masters and servants work together. I'm the one who'll have to obey her. Controlling her with command seals is out of the question.
自分の命の保護を最優先にする。それが人間でしょ。その本能に従ってください。何も恥じ得ることではないはずですよね。私を恐れようと嫌おうと、ええ、一向に構いません。ですがあなたはもう私のマスターです。それをお忘れなきよう。
No! No! Looks like I'm utterly trapped in here. I can't go on like this. At this rate, I'll end up helping the Umbral Star, whether I want to or not. I'm out of ideas for now. If I could just get out of this cage. I have to do something as soon as possible. She's watching. She's definitely watching. It's like her eyes are boring a hole in me. Does Titan Altera even sleep at all? If not, is she just gonna keep staring at me? Titan Altera doesn't seem violent, and she seems willing to talk. But if she keeps me here long enough, she might eventually talk me into helping her destroy the world. Beautiful women. What can I say? Mare Carcer, the Titan's Dark Tomb. I'm being watched. She's been watching me like this the entire time. The awkward silence. I have no idea what to say or whether I should say anything. Or whether she's even thinking about talking to me. Just like that, all day, literally. She's been staring at me continuously. With that same smile, without ever getting tired or bored. Did I say all day? It's been a week. That's how long it's been since she beat the King of Conquerors. Yep, 1 week. 7 days, give or take. Space doesn't work the same way in here as it does outside, but time still does. And here we are. Same cavern, same treasure on the floor, same cage, same Titan. I want out. Staring at the same 4 walls for the last 7 days has given me an incredible case of cabin fever. But I can't go anywhere. All I can do is what she's doing. Stay right here and watch her like she's watching me. Let me out. Let me out. Yes. God, she's so pure. I love her. What is she doing? Ah. Yes. I like that sound effect. Her unexpected kindness throws me off balance. That's huge. Yeah, it is. But my observations, including the ones on how to escape, are teaching me more about her. The Titan in the cavern, a servant who controls her master, a monster called Altera, who's not quite a heroic spirit, with the smile and the bearing of a goddess. Her guard is completely down. She's still watching me, but not as carefully. I know that because I've been watching her the whole time. Every movement, every word. She doesn't suspect a thing.
Master? 早く食べてくださらないと冷めて。あ、いいえ、冷めにくいように設定はちゃんとしました。でも出来たてがおすすめですから。
God, she's adorable. Even if she's not being cautious, she's still talking to me every chance she gets. So I haven't had a chance to try messing with the cage. All in all, no matter how much she lowers her guard, there's no practical way to break myself out. After a week of observations, I learned one thing. I'm out of options. But in order to maintain my digital body, I do need to share some of her resources. She served me drinks already this week, and none of them were spiked with viruses as far as I know. So that means... Eat that food right now. Eat it right now. Damn, she ate the whole thing. Not even I could eat an entire turkey like that, and I eat a lot. Oh, I just hit my face with my mic. Ow. You'll get there, Altera.
情報を把握しているはずなのに、つい経験に比重を置いてしまう。
At first, I don't know what she's talking about. Is Altera referring to me specifically? Or to humans in general? Strictly speaking, digital bodies don't need to eat food. But wizards still naturally crave the experiences and habits they're used to, like eating and drinking. I thought maybe she meant she wants to learn more about humanity, but apparently she's only talking about me. So then, what kind of experience is she looking for? If she didn't even understand that humans get hungry, what knowledge or experience does she have? That's a good question, actually. What has she experienced in her past? $14,000 years ago.
私が実体を伴って得た経験はおおむねそこで起こった出来事です。優勢のための破壊、地上の文明の大半を私は滅ぼしました。私が目にしたあらゆる生命は抗っていました。戦っていた。ですので食事だとかそういうものを見る機会はほとんどなくて、最後までそうでした。力尽きて倒れて崩れ去るその瞬間まで。
Again, with what happened 14,000 years ago. It sounds like some mythical epic, but I don't think she's lying. At least it makes more sense if she didn't literally destroy the Earth, but rather collapsed in the middle of trying. If she has been out of power ever since, that explains how humanity's been able to grow and prosper, not having to worry about her. We've built and maintained civilizations all the way up to the 21st century, long enough for me to become a wizard and try for the Holy Grail.
地上での私が得た経験はそれだけです。本体としての私自身はずっとここにいました。再び優勢がこの銀河にやってくるまでずっとずっと。
The moon, man. The moon.
だからごめんなさい。不便を感じさせたくはないけど、私はきっとまたご迷惑をおかけすると思います。本当にサイズばかり大きくて、あなたにとっての私はひどく世間知らずに映るのでしょうね。
Man, I underestimated how much dialogue is in Altera's portion. She's ashamed of her inexperience. Whatever she does know, she's never had the chance to put it into practice. I don't know if it's my place to call her ignorant, but that aside, I understand what she's trying to say. This kind of understanding doesn't come naturally to her. She doesn't get how humans work at all. Not even how they eat or drink. She may look like a human, but since she's been here the whole time, this whole time, in this cramped room by herself, for 14,000 years.
ええ、大半は眠って過ごしていましたし、それにここは安全ですから何も問題なんてありませんでした。今までは。
You feel safe here?
はい。私だけでなく誰も傷つかないこと、そんな状況はここにしかありません。なんであれ 私は目覚めました。再び優勢が到来する先触れとして、それまでの間はずっと長い夢を見ていたようなものなのでしょうね。
I don't know how to feel for her. Sleeping here for all that time. And from the look on her face, her dreams weren't always pleasant ones. I start to say something about that, but I keep my mouth shut instead. If I start to pity her, I'll get sidetracked. My first and foremost priority is to get out of this cage. I have to ask her more questions to gather more information. I should ask her more about the way she collapsed back on Earth.
セファールが地上でムクロとなったのは確かです。ですが、それで私が消滅したわけではなくて、セファールの本体はここにいる私です。この私がある限り、セファールは何度でも地上に現れます。
Damn.
必要な条件さえ揃えば、私はまた本物の肉体を得ることが。
Man, who needs real bodies? Real bodies break down all the time. Necessary requirements. I wonder if that means taking full control of the moon cell. If so, if I told Altera I'd help her create that body, would she let me out?
ありえない話はしないように。そんなことは絶対に起きません。絶対です。何があってもあなたはそうしないはずです。セファールを地上に下ろしたりはしない。あなたはセラフを守ろうとするでしょう。ムーンセルを制圧しようとする私とも敵対する。それにどうあっても結果は同じ。他に方法があるとしても、私はムーンセルを壊す他にないのですから。
Oh no. Again she gives me that lonely expression. I thought she wanted to materialize on Earth and or destroy the moon cell, just so she could leave this cavern. But apparently that's not the case. So what's Altera really going for?
教えてあげましょうか。そいつの望みは破壊することだけよ。
It's Elizabeth Bathory!
やっと入れたわ。へえ、ここが巨神の石室ね。多少は手こずったけど、いざ本気になれば何のこと
This is
もなかったわ。
honestly a beat. Like this
こ
beat
の私
banger.
エリザベート・バートリーにかかれば未明領域だろうと思いのままなんだから。
Someone's flown in through a hole in the wall. A petite young woman with the features of a dragon. Who is she? She gave her name, but
いいこと。私は親切だから教えてあげる。コリス。
Codice.
あんたを閉じ込めてるそいつにあるのは破壊だけ。他には何にもないの。それはそいつが破壊の化身だからよ。文明を踏みつけてめちゃくちゃに壊して何もかも終わらせるのが楽しくて仕方がない。いいえ、それしか楽しみのない生き物だからよ。
Elizabeth Bathory. The name doesn't ring a bell. She doesn't look like a wizard, so she must be a servant. And she sounds like she knows Altera well.
その気配、貴様、アルキメデスの手のものか。ここは私の領域だ。侵食されたサーバントごときが軽々しく立ち入っていい場
Kick
所
her
ではない。
out. Kick her out.
ダメよ、そんな風に選ぶって見せたってね。優勢のしもべって意味じゃ対等でしょ。それにあなた、何？おかしいったらないわ。セラフの NPC だって あなたよりはまともよね。破壊のためだけに生まれたものがあれこれ考えること自体間違ってるのよ。不純だわ。そうね。正しくないのよ。どうしようもなく間違ってるわ。
Altera. Oddly, even though Altera could easily punish the Pink Dragon Girl, she doesn't. Did she say they were both working for the Umbral Star? Is that why Altera's not retaliating? Because they're allies? Altera told her to leave, but that's it. Now she's sitting there and letting Elizabeth tell her off. That's not like her at all. At least from what I know about Altera, which admittedly isn't much.
この際だから言ってあげるわ。あなたなんかに大きな顔させてるのはムカつくの。だってこの私が優勢勢力に加わったのよ。
Clearly not.
自分が何かもわからないデクノボーなんかより私の方がよっぽどうまく。何よ、いいところだったのよ。敵への自動察知機能よね。もう文字通りのお邪魔虫じゃない。間が悪いったら。もうムカつく。また来るわ。それまでせいぜいやることやって私のために働きなさい、アルテラ。あ、そうそう、そっちのコリスも少しは必死になりなさい。そこにでーんとそびえていらっしゃるのは優勢の巨人なんだから。甘く見ていたら
Step on me,
もみくちゃに
please.
されて死ぬわよ。
I mean, what?
ごめんなさい。次のお仕事までは静かに休ませてあげたかったのですが、彼女が言った通り敵の進軍です。前と同じように未明領域をまっすぐ進んでいる模様です。今回もどうかお願いします。無茶だけはなさらないよう。外の私にリソースを供給するだけでもあなたには相当の負担なのですから。
Okay, I think I'm gonna do this last fight and then call it a day. I didn't think I was gonna be this tired, but apparently I am this tired.
征服王を撃破されたことでムーンセルも焦っているらしい。
Oh,
今回
two
は
top
ト
servants.
ップサーバントが2機だ。石室の私ならともかく、この姿の私ではそれなりの苦戦が予想される。もっともお前は私が敗れる方が嬉しいか？
Yes, I would appreciate it if you failed.
聞くまでもないか。
Yeah, no need to ask at all. I'm her prisoner, not her friend. She's leeching off my mana by force thanks to our special little contract. I may not be able to escape, but I can still say this. I would never willingly support Altera in battle. All I can do right now is keep gathering information and wait for my chance.
きっかけさえあればいつでも逃げ出してみせるという顔だな。それでも構わん。お前はただ私の傍らにあればいい。どうせ離れることはできないのだから。
Damn.
レガリアは私のものだ。そしてお前も私のものだ。
Yes, yes, that's true. I get it, Altera. I'm your prisoner for life.
いかなる英霊であろうと渡す気もない。ただ気をつけろよ。お前の行動いかんではお前は戦場で死ぬ。トップサーバントとの戦いとはそういうものだ。
Did she just worry about me? For a minute there, she almost sounded like Titan Altera. What exactly is she thinking? She keeps me in the cage, but at the same time, she's someone I can talk to. If I ask her a question, she answers, and she worries about me too. And something else is bothering me. It's something Elizabeth said. It's what she does for fun.
そうだ。あの女の発言に間違いはない。私はただの破壊の決心。殺戮の機械だ。他には何もない。そして、お前が私とは違う考えを抱いているのも知っている。それを改めさせる気もない。
Then isn't it odd that she seemed so worried about me? I understand she needs me for mana, but she has the regalia now, so I'd think she'd be able to work around that without me.
思い上がるな。お前は私のマスターに過ぎない。私をどう嫌悪したところで、私の指に収まるしかない囚人だ。援護をしろとは言わない。コードキャストなど私には不要だからな。黙って私の戦いを見ていろ。ああ、この夢はいつ覚めるのか。
ムーンセルより選ばれたルーラーとして私は使命を果たします。
殺意も敵意もない女。立ち去れ。それ以上踏み込めば私は容赦はしない。急ぐぞ。
Damn.
マスター。
Holy area. John Dark's holy sector.
ここまでの力を持っているとはさすがと言うべきでしょうか。優勢の先兵、人の営み、そのすべてを奪わんとする者。
なるほど。
なるほど。
次なるトップサーバントはお前というわけか。
Who wants to be Seraph's next top servant?
旧国の聖女、ジャンヌ・ダルク。故国ならざるセラフをも救わんとするか。
Quit before you make your last
やめ
mistake.
ておけ。
Now draw your last pathetic card. Following the King of Conquerors, here comes the Holy Maiden of the Nation of Salvation. Her true name is Jeanne d'Arc, a world-famous hero from France's 100 Years' War. Even if I'm stored away in the ring, I can feel her hidden power from here. If the King of Conquerors' intensity is like an onrushing tank, the Holy Maiden is like a flow of cool, clear water. Beautiful, but also intense. After all, enough water can bring down a mountain.
英雄としてのお前は多くの命を奪い救ったのだろう。だが、所詮はその程度だ。
Yeah, you've saved some people and you've also killed like 3 people for every 1 person you saved. But that's not cool. You're not cool just because you did that. I've done more. たとえ貴様が津波になろうと、我が猛威を崩すことはできない。Bet. 諦めろ。そして我が破壊の軍門に下れ。従うのなら殺しはしない。トップサーバントであれば使い道もある。Seraph's next top servant.
私に下れと。ムーンセルから伝達された情報とはいささかイメージが違いますね。あなたは。ですが、それは無駄な降伏勧告です。月の王権たるレガリアを有してはいませんが、私にはこのクラスがある。
ルーラ。
本来であれば聖杯戦争を管轄、裁定するためにこそエクストラクラスを与えられた身ですが、今はこの力を戦いのために使いましょう。アルテラ、あなたのすべてを封じるために。
Do it.
そうか。 そこで殺すと口にしないのは貴様の心情なのだろうな。甘い考えだが戦場でその甘さを徹底できる者は真の強者であることを私いいだろう。
いいだろう。
愉快な心持ちになったぞ、ジャンヌ・ダルク。
ジャンヌ・ダルク。
まずはその聖なるものを私は破壊しよう。
どうでしょう。あなたは本当に世界のすべてを破壊できますか？
無論だ。であるからこそムーンセルはお前たちを使わしたのだからな。
She's got a point.
その文明を破壊する無様を私を神の無知と呼んだな。
There we go.
あらゆる命そこだ。
抵抗は無意味です。おとなしく下りなさい。そこだ。
その文明を破壊。
やっはっはっやっどうです。あくまで抵抗するのですね。ではここからは本気を出しましょう。そこだ。
その文明を破壊する。私は止められない。戦闘再開する。
Oh god.
すべてを消し去ろう。
少し手荒くいきますよ。
セバド。
突破します。
別れを告げろ。
Boom.
主よ、我が旗に力を。
その文明を破壊する。私は止められない。
Oof. Whew. I don't know why Altera's part is so much dialogue. A storm hits. No, more than that. I'm getting chills. Even locked away in this ring, I can feel them. An overpowering existence is coming very close. Someone like the King of Conquerors? No, not at all. And not like Jeanne d'Arc either. In the blur between that instant and the next, a hellish rain drills straight into the ground all around us. Oh, it's Gilgamesh! It's Gilgamesh! Urk indeed. Or more like Uruk. It's Gilgamesh! The golden boy himself. Look at the golden bastard. Zash.
トップサーバントとのたまっていたな。よもや貴様ら自らが至上の英霊であるとでも、ムーンセルの水郷にも困ったものよな。ならば俺が貴様ら雑種に拝謁の光栄を与えてやろう。刮目せよ、絶望せよ。 この俺こそが真に史上にして唯一の英雄である。
Sure you were, Gilgamesh.
英霊。
なんだ、雑魚を率いる雑種はすでに戦意喪失か。だがもう一匹は騎乗よな。この俺の姿を目にしてなお果敢にも刃を向けてみせるとはな。どしがたいアホか。でなければなんだなあ、雑種もどき。時を無駄に消費するな。口を開いても構わんと言っているのだぞ。俺はすこぶる機嫌が良い。貴様次第ではさらなる宝剣をくれてやる程度にはな。何しろセラフがこの手の揺らぎを起こすのは珍しい。あまりにもキーであったがゆえ、何わざわざ教会を切り裂いて出向いてやったのだ。わかるか雑種。万に一つの光栄を貴様らは得ているのだ。これを喜ばずして何を喜ぶ。
自らの手で限界を。
Damn.
そんなことはあり得るはずがありません。いかにトップサーバントといえども。
Top servant. I'm at a loss for words. I'm as stunned as she is. That golden heroic spirit's presence is overpowering, and he hasn't even revealed his true name yet. If I still had my memories, I might have known his origins. I try to see what I can sense, but all I can perceive is an enormous projection of noble phantasms, just like in that rain.
単独での限界、あり得ざる事象。それが何だというのだ。私は戦う者、殺戮の機械だ。立ちはだかるならば何であろうと破壊する。
Destroy! Destroy!
古い運命の匂いがする。お前は人間よりの真っ当な命の流れに担いな。黄金の鎧と無限の方のこれに該当するサーバントは一機のみ。呼ばれも
Gilgamesh!
英雄を。
英雄王、世界最古の英雄ギルガメッシュ。
Gilgamesh!
匂いとは優勢のしもべらしい野蛮さよ。食うことのみに執着する獣のようではないか。だがその言葉、貴様の比類なき肉体に免じて受け取ろう。褐色の戦士よ、星に刻まれた伝承がまことか否か、俺に見せてみるがいい。
The King of Heroes, Gilgamesh. That's the name of the hero from the oldest epic known to man. The first human to have his deeds passed on in legend. He was a cruel king who reigned in the city of Uruk, collected every treasure, and even defied the gods. How could this be? Even by top servant standards, he's incomparable. Any wizard in the Holy Grail War would know his name. Hell, I've lost my memories and even I remember him now. It's no good, we can't possibly beat him. And yet, Altera still has her sword raised.
戦士文明の末端、私の足から逃れた末裔風情が大きな口を叩くな。
そうか、やはり破壊しか知らぬのか。よいぞ、俺を飽きさせるな。
Gate of Babylon.
私は止められない。戦闘再開。私を神の道と呼んだな。
Oof. There we go. Whoops. Give me 1 second, guys. Quick.
裁きの時だ。神戸を垂れよ。
I'll be right back, guys. I just need to go for a quick second. Just a quick second. Okay, I'm back. Did it break again? There it is. Ugh. Gilgamesh strikes without hesitation or mercy. He's no doubt aware that Altera fights for the Umbral Star, but he has no qualms about catching his own soldiers in the crossfires. The amount of artillery he's laying down would be terrifying just to watch, and here we are in the thick of it. In a sense, I'm more frightened of him than I am of Altera. A relentless destroyer. In those terms, they're both the same. I should have seen it sooner.
あの姿にはならぬのか。こなない気にも俺をじらすか。白い巨人になれば俺を圧倒できよう。英霊もどき程度では物足りん。遠慮はいらぬ。さあ、何もかも破壊し尽くすがいい。怪物の類に刺したる興味はないが。こと人理の完全なる破壊者ともなれば話は別だ。かつて神を殺した巨人、地表を蹂躙したおぞましき者、まさに我がエアを抜くにふさわしい。
Damn. The King of Heroes is right. Altera broke a sweat against the King of Conquerors, and here she's up against the wall. If she really can transform into a world-destroying titan, why doesn't she? Is her ability to transform restricted somehow? If so, it occurs to me that Seraph was built on information. We could theoretically reproduce the White Titan's data and unlock her power that way. Of course, that's a wild guess.
私は破壊の化身だ。多くを残してみせた英雄とは違う。剣を振るう目的はただ一つ。破壊のみ。 姿で地上をかけた記憶がある。14000年前の巨人ではなく、小さき人として。ただ壊すだけではなく、確かに意義を残したはずの戦いだ。その過程を汚すことはできない。
ほ
ほ
お前の言う通り、この私はただの英霊もどきに過ぎないのだろうけれど、今の私は英霊アルテラだ。そう呼んだ者がいる以上、私はこの姿のまま破壊の大王として剣を取る。セファールと戦いたいのであれば、この私の体と教授ごと粉砕するがいい。
Ah, and now, for the first time, I understand something about her. Everything she just said was completely sincere. Every word of it was true, and it came from the bottom of her heart. She may be the king of destruction. She may be a killing machine. She was born that way, and I fully expect her to stay that way. But at the same time, just in this one moment, I felt a quiver in her heart. Not as Altera, the vanguard of the Umbral Star. Not as Altera, the killing machine. If she can be a heroic spirit, then I...
白き巨人にはならぬと言ったな。ならば、無理にでも巨人を叩き起こすまで。
これはなんだ。毒か。
Poison.
さあ、白き巨人に変われ。雑種もどきのままではたちまち死ぬぞ。
私はセファールには。
Poison, she said. An offensive program designed to inflict continuous lasting damage. But if that's the case, we have an option. A certain code cast can cure poison, regardless of the nature of the target. This particular poison having come from a noble phantasm, it might be harder to cure, but I can at least suppress it. Altera, I tell her. I'm going to use a code cast. Hang on.
私に助けを。いいだろう。我がトリコ。治療を任せる。私は死を恐れない。命続く限り敵を潰す。全てを消し去ろう。無様を私は止められない。ありがとう。いないわ。消えろ。戦闘再開。そこだ。嬉しい。この程度の雑種にここまで失態を晒すとは。ゲートオブアイアン。そこだ。その分。
Ooh. That's tough.
見ての通りだな。何、俺が話をつける相手は巨神の方だったのだがな。あれにならないというのであれば貴様に用を押し付けるしかあるまい。優勢の先兵、いやアルテラよ。貴様はまどろみの中で全てを忘れたようだがな。我が王国と貴様とは多少の因縁がある。かつての地上の話であり、俺が誕生する前の契約であり、その相手は貴様ではなく貴様の方にだが。
Googlana。
私と契約。
何、身内の恥というやつよ。ゴーハラだが、俺の父に当たる者どもは貴様に一度見逃されていてな。その折に貴様は神々に誓わせたのだ。この借りは決して消えぬ。代償をもって返却せよとな。
Damn。
まったく俺には関係のない負債だが、これを踏み倒したとあってはウルクの名に傷がつこう。よって神々に代わって俺が貴様と契約しよう。一度きりだが貴様を助力してやるとな。
それはつまりお前のようなおかしな男が私の軍に加わると。
加わるかたわけ。英霊として立とうという貴様の方針は理解したと言ったのだ。それを笑うことはあれ、阻むことはないだけよ。
It seems there's no more animosity between them. Good. The relief floods through me. I can almost feel my consciousness collapse from all the tension and fatigue, all melting away now. Now that I've heard him out, it seems he came to test us rather than kill us. Though he no doubt would have killed us if we hadn't fought so hard.
ほう、指輪の中にマスターを収めているか。哀れなる領袖よ。貴様の言葉も間違いではない。何しろ伝え聞いた巨人の姿ではなかったのだ。俺も慎重に様子見をせざるを得なかった。しかしそうさな。
He gave me a look just now, or did I imagine it?
ほう、そういう縁か。面白い。喜べアルテラ。
喜べ少年。
貴様の副官となることを決めたぞ。
Why? The ancient king of heroes playing second fiddle? To Altera? Who's working for the Umbral star, which wants to destroy the world. Doesn't that mean the world's finished? And wait a second, didn't he say he wasn't going to join earlier?
勢いで口にしたことゆえそれは忘れよ。いや、アルテラだけであればこのまま立ち去るつもりだったがな。まあよい、この俺が手を貸してやるというのだ。二度も言わせるな。ただし心せよ。俺が進んで貴様らの企みに助力することはない。たとえ貴様が命を失おうともな。
So in other words,
こう思っておけ。最上にして最強の武器を得たと。
最上の武器。
I see. Then maybe the world isn't going to end tomorrow if that's what he means by being Altera's second in command. Although I'm afraid that the end did just get a lot closer.
驚天動地の展開にしてやったというのに、これでも笑わぬか。
アルテラ。
つまらんやつよな、アルテラ。
待って、英雄をどこへ行く？
俺は貴様の軍の副官となったが命令は受け付けん。 だいたい俺が口出しをしては意味があるまい。英霊として立つのならその立ち方は自分で見つけるがいい。俺はそれまでヤジを飛ばすだけの男よ。
Most dedicated heckler. And just like that, he's gone. Is he a stubborn tyrant or is he just free-spirited? Altera quietly breathes out a sigh. I can feel her touching the ring ever so slightly. Aside from the difference of scale, it feels just the same as being held by Titan Altera. Foolishness, John, foolishness.
生きていたのか、聖女とやら。ならばすでに俺の述べた言葉を耳にしていよう。それ以上でも以下でもない。俺は決して言葉をたがえることはない。貴様こそなんだ？ムーンセルに呼び出されたようだが、サーバントとは契約者に仕えるもの。英霊とはムーンセルを守るものではない。最終的に人間の未来に重きを置くものだ。
Damn.
あの征服王がそうであったようにな。奴め、最後まで自分の理由で戦いおって。まあいい。旗持ちの聖女よ。果たして貴様が重きを置くのはどちらかな
Woo! I don't think there's any save points in this storyline. We're just gonna keep playing, I guess. Because normally there would be a save option right around here.
そのだな。今回は思わぬ予想外の結果だった。お前のつまり礼を言う。かりそめの英霊である私には英雄王はあまりある相手だった。だが勝利を果たした。破壊せずあそこまで持ち込めたのはお前の力だ。サーバントとしての魔力供給を受けるだけの私のみでは到底かなわなかった。お前の助力、私は嬉しく思う。
No matter what our contract looks like, I'm her master, so of course I'll support her. Regardless of everything up till now, I'll spare no effort in assisting her with my codecast from now on. She doesn't have to thank me. After all, our contract binds us together.
調子に乗るな。お前が我がマスターであることには何一つ変わりはないのだからな。そうだ。これまでもこれからも。
Regardless, I feel like something has changed. Am I imagining it? It feels like we're both taking a step together. I know Altera is still an enemy out to destroy the world. I'm still afraid of her, still cautious of her. But even so, something happened between the two of us today.
なんだその顔は。納得がいかないがいい。
More water.
分かったらもうあちらへ戻れ。魔力の回復は 前回と変わらず重要な役目だ。
She's embarrassed. How cute. Oh? What's this? I feel like I've walked in on something awkward. She's hiding her face like an ostrich hides its head. What is she doing? I don't remember saying anything to the other Altera that would have upset her like this. At least not that I'm aware. If I did say something, I wish she would tell me. Hmm? Does she just whimper? Is she afraid of something? No, afraid isn't the right word. Alright, well, standing and watching this isn't going to help. Titan Altera, why are you? Am I supposed to ride her hand up to the cage again? I could, but did I really catch her that much off guard just now? She was so relaxed and elegant before. What happened? Hero Altera's never been like this either. This is... Yes, I am. And her prisoner. But some things are no longer necessary. Some things need to end. So she does know about our exchange in front of the throne, which means she should already understand. There's no need for the cage. I won't run away. Even if we're not exactly a traditional master and servant here, that doesn't matter. I made up my mind when I used that code cast, because I am your master. She acknowledges herself as the great king of destruction, but she wants to be a person too. I don't know a lot about the Umbral Star, but I think I know Altera enough to trust in who she is now. And I don't want to leave until I know who she will be. I get my room. How strange. I don't feel any hostility anymore. My first impression of her comes back to me. How beautiful she looked. Her red eyes, the face of a benevolent goddess. My fear of her hasn't gone away, but there's something else in me now. Something to counter that fear. It's the conviction that Altera is someone worth fighting alongside. even to the death.
あ、でも檻を壊すのは明日からです。だってそのやるべきことがあるんです。そこは従ってください。
Damn it.
よろしいですね。ありがとうございます、私のマスター。今夜まではどうか檻の中にいてください。それから今日は本当にお疲れ様でした。いっぱい食べていっぱい休んでくださいね。
Based. Okay. It is getting really late. It's huge. Okay, let's check the items that we can craft. Awakening Ring, Treasure and Moon Drive, Cohort's Howdy, Heal, Defense Up Change. That's it. That's all we can craft. Let's check the settings, install skills.
どうぞお受け取りください、ご主人様。私からの日頃の感謝の気持ちでございます。
Why is that Tamumo? Hold on. Why did Tamumo's voice just come out? I'm not tripping. She said Goshujin-sama. Supreme Striker. I have the mind. Hell yeah. Okay, servant info. Nice. Oh, whoops.
質問ですか？つまりお話ですね。あ、いえ。私は構いません。マスターとして知識を求めるのは当然の権利ですから。ですが、ごめんなさい。あくまでお答えできる範疇での回答になります。
My headphone fell out. Of course, I have no memories at all right now, so I'll take what I can get. Besides, I feel like a few things have already gone over my head, and I'm kind of curious about them. What's Sepher?
セファールは簡単に言えば私のことです。白い巨人、優勢の先兵。電脳体として存在しているという点で月のサーバントたちと似通っていますが、根本的には異なるものです。ムーンセルで召喚されたサーバントには不可能なことですが、私は地上にアバターを送り込めますし、スキルとして定義される能力もあなたたちにとっては異質でしょうね。
異質でしょうね。
例えば魔力吸収スキル、これは人工物を破壊し、その量子を吸収して成長することを可能とします。
Man-made things, so she absorbs spiritrons from buildings and machines.
ええ、そういったものも含みます。およそあらゆる術式で加工された魔力を自在に吸収するのです。ここでいう術式とは、技術、知識、文明、生体によって加工されたあらゆる力、万象すべてを栄養源として吸収します。私にとって食事の対象は文明です。
Nice. So she feeds on civilization, literally. And she explained it so casually, like describing what's for dinner.
地上に送り込む分身も同じです。分身としての白い巨人セファールも同様に魔力吸収スキルを有しています。地上に現れたセファールはムーンセルから送信された私のデータをもとに地上の量子で構成されたマテリアルボディです。
Nice.
効率的に効果的に地上に権限した私は
Vini Vidi Vici.
文明を欲し
How'd you get to be so big?
そんなに大きいそんなにいえそうですよね。大きいのは事実ですし私はどのような世界どのような環境にあっても巨人として存在します。多文明における人の10倍の規模を持つそれが私の基本条件であり私が生まれた星での常識でしたから
At least.
その中でも私は特別あなたたち風に言えば王族でしょうか。
She said at least 10 times.
かつて私がいた星における最高の素体として追加機能が与えられています。それが巨神化とも言うべき特殊スキルです。これは文明を破壊するために巨神と化す力
Damn.
私の手で破壊した地層建造物生態系
The
文明
ideas
と
of
いう概念を
cultures.
量子情報として吸収し巨大化していくパッシブスキルに相当します。
I didn't know such a terrifying passive skill existed. The more she destroys, the bigger she grows? Just how big will she get? I kind of want to imagine it, but at the same time I don't.
さらに付加効果として原生生物にもこの巨大化現象は伝播します。14000年前の折には地上の原生生物たちにもこの能力を付加して破壊の軍勢として刺激しました。
So, since I'm close to you now, would that affect me?
いいえ生態には効果がないのです。文明を壊すものが文明を成長させてしまっては本末転倒でしょ。
Well, it's nice to see she has her priorities straight.
それに私の巨大化スキルはウイルスのようなものです。過去原生生物たちは巨大化しながら次々と崩壊していきました。
They crumble and die. Damn.
短命になってしまうのです。生命のあり方を歪めてしまうから。
Yeah, bet. I'm in danger. What's that body paint you have?
私の体の模様ですか？
Mm-hmm.
これはその優勢の紋章といって私がセファールとして活動するための巨神化スキルの象徴というか。
I wouldn't mind having that tatted on my
そう見
body.
つめないでください。なんだか頬が熱くなってしまいます。
But it's pretty.
あんなにお話をしたかったのにちょっぴり疲れてしまいました。きっとこんなにたくさんの質問をされるのは初めてだったからですね。それとも誰かに質問されること自体が初めてかもしれないですね。
She's adorable.
今日のあなたはとっても好奇心旺盛ですね。でもこの辺りにしませんか？続きはまた次の戦いの後にでも。
Yes. Considering I didn't intend to ask you questions, I just went to save and accidentally went a little bit further. Okay. So, let me do this. And jump here. Cool. Perfect. Amazing. Fabulous. Fantastic. All right. Well, as usual, thank you guys for coming out. Those of you that are here from the very beginning, those of you that popped in the middle, and those of you who came towards the very end, I appreciate each and every single one of you guys. I forget how to do my intro, my outro, 99% of the time. But yeah, no, seriously, I do appreciate you guys for coming out and watching. It really keeps me motivated to keep going. So, yeah. And remember, everyone eventually becomes a memory. So let's make today a good one. And I'll see you guys tomorrow for Ultimate Marvel on Twitch. And on Friday for the final bit of Yakuza Kiwami 1. So we'll be finally finishing up Kiwami 1. And then pretty soon we'll be starting Kiwami 2. Which I'm very excited about because of the very first scene of the game. Yeah. So anyway, good night, guys. You guys have a good night. Have a good rest. And make sure you take care of yourselves and eat some good food. Bye.